Did you know that we have channel memberships now? If you'd like to help support this channel, get some exclusive Kowabana emotes to use in the comments, as well as an exclusive badge by your name, click that join button now to find out more. Every bit of support really helps. Thanks guys. On August 9th, 2014, Japanese bulletin boards lit up with strange sight viewers had seen on live TV. During a news report on Mie Television about the typhoon in Mie Prefecture, when they changed to another scene, an image showed of a woman covered in blood and running from an elevator. This sounds like any old creepypasta you might hear about on the anonymous forums, and people were quick to ask for screen caps at the very least. It wouldn't be the first time someone tried to create some lost media and go viral for something that didn't exist, after all. This seemed to be further confirmed by a comment from the original poster themselves. Nobody is recording Mie Television. They're just playing mail order shows all day. There's no way I could have a screen cap. Considering that the image showed up during a live broadcast about the typhoon, people wondered if maybe it was footage of someone running from flooding. That wouldn't explain why the person was covered in blood, however. Looking back on it, her hair was stuck to her face, so maybe I just imagined it was blood. It happened so quickly, so I don't know, the original poster continued. People continued to question the poster in the hopes of getting to the bottom of things. How could they be sure the person was running if they saw the image for only a moment? Was it, perhaps, a scene from a drama instead? The poster shared an image that they felt was similar to what they'd seen, which you can see here, and then even created an adorable Photoshop of how they remembered the scene on TV. About an hour after the thread started, someone chimed in that they had seen the same thing, although the photoshopped image shared by the original poster was slightly different to what they remembered. This, it seemed, was confirmation at least that something had indeed aired on live TV that wasn't supposed to, although what exactly it was remained unknown. Shortly after that, however, the mystery was solved. Well, kind of. Another poster shared a photo taken of a television that showed the scene in question, and it wasn't far off what they had described. The original poster mentioned a woman covered in blood running from an elevator, but they had only seen it for a second. The image did indeed show a woman running, just like the photoshopped image they created, but there was no blood or elevator. A good reminder that the brain often fills information in and what we remember isn't always exact. Either way, they had seen something, and finally there was proof of it. Although there was no blood, the image did show a woman screaming and running from another woman with long hair over her face. What was this from, and why did it suddenly appear during a live broadcast talking about a typhoon? It turned out that while this poster was hitting up Ni Channel for answers, Twitter was also alight with numerous people talking about what they'd seen, and many of them had actually managed to capture the moment and shared the images online, which is where the Ni Channel user got the picture from. While people were initially suspect that the original poster was making things up, here there was proof all over Twitter that it was real, and they had the receipts to back it up. I recorded a fishing program on Mie Television, and when I was watching it just now, it switched to typhoon information in the middle of the program. They must have made a mistake when switching screens, however, and for a moment, there was something from a horror scene. Another Twitter user tried asking Mie Television directly what had happened. During the typhoon information special that aired during The Hit today, there was a scene that looked like Sadako shortly after the screen went black. What was that? I need to know. Sadly, they never received a reply, but there was now hard evidence in numerous places that while a fishing program was playing, it was briefly interrupted for a special broadcast on the typhoon in Mie, and during that, an image of a woman being chased, seemingly by a ghost, appeared and then disappeared just as quickly. With all of this in place, just two questions remained. Where did the image come from? And why did it air? Some people wondered if maybe the image was some sort of ad or promotion for an upcoming horror program. Maybe it was a scene from a movie that was scheduled to air. All of the images shared on Twitter showed the exact same image, meaning that a still image was shown during the broadcast, and not moving footage, making it even stranger. More and more people wrote to Mia Television about the strange sight, however, and they finally replied the next day, giving us an answer as to the why. An image got mixed up during yesterday's news. We're terribly sorry. That was it. A simple broadcast mistake, as many had assumed. It wasn't promo for a news show or movie, just a simple misclick during a special live broadcast. But that still left one big question. What exactly was this terrifying image from? Although it was never officially confirmed one way or another, it seemed the answer to this one was rather close to home, according to further internet posts. At the time the image aired, a haunted house attraction was being held in neighbouring Gifu Prefecture. This haunted house was to celebrate local Gifu celebrity, Kuchisake Onna, and it featured a woman with long hair, dressed like Kuchisake Onna, chasing people through the attraction. Now, in 2014, a different event was being held in the same area, but in the years prior, and even in the years following, the event focused on Kuchisake Onna, so the image supposedly came from the previous year, 2013, and was being used to talk about the event in 2014. We can check their official website to confirm these details, and although the actual footage this green-tinted image came from has seemingly never been unearthed, it all fits. Mystery solved. This strange incident caught the attention of so many that it was even published in a horror magazine afterwards that confirmed the image was simply a broadcast accident, although it was still horrifying for all who saw it at the time. It's also strange, even knowing what it is, how it managed to get mixed into live typhoon footage at the time, but at least we now have answers as to what it was. Mostly, anyway. But what did you guys think of this one? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.